Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Serious Quest Adventures in Minecraft. And I think it's actually time for us to try our first harvest here. I'm a bit worried about this lava actually, now that I think about it. I don't know what happens if the water comes down here. I might screw up big time, so let's give it a try. I might just make lots of... Oh, there we go. I think it created cobblestone. Yes. Okay, so lava is a bad idea. Actually, at least in this case. Well, that's too bad. I thought it could have been a pretty nice way of lighting the thing up, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So there's not much we can do. I guess I will add the glowstone again eventually, but for now... Okay, just checking if I can destroy it or not, but I can't. What actually did break now? Let's see. It actually looks right to me. Or maybe it just doesn't spread out if there's lava. I don't know. Let's try this again. It doesn't look like it actually created cobblestone. Oh, there we go. I guess it's just because the lava was there. Maybe it doesn't go on then. For some weird Minecraft physics reason. My inventory is super full, so I can't really pick up much right now, but I need those seeds so I can replant them. Give it. Okay. And this side. Too bad we still get some stuff here. I could just add a higher wall, but that's fine. It's not too much work to get it, so. And now we should be able to fill this completely. And I did take a look at my melon farm. Why do I always say lemon? I didn't see anything grow, so I hope it works better after I let it run for a while. I need some wood. I'm gonna make a chest here so we can store like seeds and stuff that we don't need. Let's place it here. It's good enough. Don't really need the food, but because I have melons, but still, it's nice to have. So let's see, any melons? Nope, that's weird. I also removed these blocks here to see if they affected somehow the growth, but no, doesn't look like it. It's very strange because I tested this layout in a creative mode test world where I always try out my stuff before I build it here. And it worked great. So I'm not really sure what's wrong. I don't know if this light level is too low for melons to grow or something. That's the only thing I could think about. So to test this, I'm just gonna place a wall of glowstone here. So we get a high light level. And if nothing grows here, then I'll maybe need sunlight or something. I'm not really sure. A bit surprised. But anyway, I feel like I need to add a way up here, like a ladder system or something, or a staircase to go back to my base, because every time I'm here I actually have to go down first to go up again, which is a bit annoying. But I think this episode I'm gonna work on the Minecart Dispenser. So if we arrive here, let me block this off. Oops, oh, whatever. Is that stone brick? I still have to get used to those new blocks. If we arrive here, this minecart should get stored in a dispenser somewhere. So I'm gonna build this. The only problem is we probably gonna run out of space here in this mountain soon, especially if we go up. Yeah, I think this is the end already. We should, yeah, there we go. So it might not be too bad because we could build something like a glass tower or something on top of it, so you can actually see your minecarts. It might look pretty nice, but I don't know. For now, it's good enough. So, my departure zone is gonna be over there, I think. So, I have to make sure I build the PEZ dispenser correctly, so I can just move it over there. And we also need, because we also need to lay down some wire from my arrival zone over to the PEZ dispenser. So it's gonna take, it's gonna be a long way, so I have to keep this in mind. I'm still not sure where exactly I want to place the departure zone. Actually, it might be work here. It might work in here. If I connect this somehow, maybe I can place it here, like you guys suggested. I have to think about this. We might have to remove this glass wall, like some parts of it. But other than that, it could work. So I will keep this in mind. But like I said, let's build the dispenser first. And let's actually get cobblestone so I don't waste my precious stone brick. So the only thing is, I need this detector for my dispenser as well. But there must be a certain delay so it doesn't get triggered too late. So maybe I'm gonna run around this corner in a loop and then go up. I think that might be a good idea. So the minecart just comes down here on a bunch of powered rails. Probably gonna clean this up a bit. Just so I have some nice stone. I still have to think about something, how to design this whole thing, but this part doesn't really matter because you won't see it. And then I think I will start building the dispenser here. So we need to come around this corner here. Let's see where we come out. Would be here. Is that cool? Yeah, but don't really need that right now. Gonna remove this wall because if my carts run around the corner, I think they sort of slow down. So I'm gonna try not to do that. Some light that we can't see from the outside, but it sort of illuminates this room, I think. So if you stand here, you can't really see it, but you see this light. Looks sort of nice. Okay, and then we go into the PEZ dispenser, and it doesn't really matter how tall we build it. That's up to us. Oh, great, it's dark. I probably should go take a nap. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. I just want it so we have a lot of cards left. Cards to waste. So I'll be right back. Alright. I hear stuff burning, so let's hope we don't get ambushed here. Especially by creeper. Oh, that scared me. That made me jump. Bit worried that I'm gonna run into creepers here. There's one. Oh yeah, by the way, you haven't seen the mobs in this texture pack. Look at him. How cute he is. Don't blow up. Ah! Always happens. Anyway, clean this up later. So because we run out of here already, we can build a glass tower, I guess, on top of it. So we can actually take a look at how many cards we have stored and stuff, and it sort of looks nice. Should I start here? I'm gonna start a bit earlier, I think. So we come around this corner and a powered rail, and then I guess we go up here. I think that's good. And then it's pretty much just a staircase upwards. It's not really much to it. And let's say we expand it to here. I hear stuff walking, or is that me? I guess that was me. I was paranoid. Alright, so we come to here. We need a lot of powered rails for that, but that's fine. Actually, let's place our torch here. So we can... How many do we have? 21? Yeah, that's okay. Still have to make a few more later, but for now it's good. And I hope I remember how to do this correctly, but should be fine. And then this one should be powered too, I think. Oops. So we need one more here. Nope, not there. There. And then we can close it again and place some powered rails. Yeah, definitely need more. So this way the cart should have enough momentum to get up here. Okay. I hope I remember everything correctly. And am I gonna use cobblestone? Yeah, I guess. I shouldn't use nether brick too often, I think. Even though I love it. Now we need a piston here. So we need some helper block so we can actually place it like that. And we could remove this, but I'm gonna leave it now. I'm gonna place a torch. This one will push. Oh, I probably should explain how this works. Let me go down here a bit. Actually, yeah, we didn't really have to go that high, but whatever. No, not here. Let me place this real quick before I explain. So what happens is, if we arrive here and we leave our minecart, this one gets pushed over here up this ramp, and it hits this block and just falls straight down. So eventually, if you do this quite often, we get like a stack of minecarts here. And we fall down. So this piston up there gets pushed before the minecart comes up here. So in case the thing is full, like there's a minecart here, we push the minecart down this way, and so the next one can land on top of here. And everything we push down here, we just store it in a small room where we can stack infinite minecarts in case we have too many in this system here. But you will see later how that works. Let me fill this. I don't know why I have a torch here. Yeah, so it's not really too complicated. And this gives us a lot of room for minecarts, which is pretty good. Stone brick. Oops. Also, I'm recording this episode right after episode 29, so in case you already left a comment about the texture pack, I have not seen it yet. In fact, 29 should be uploaded right now. So we will see what you guys decided on. Oh, get some frame lags there. So now we need a powered minecart track here. And I ran out of redstone torches. Oh man, so, well, let's just make 2 more, because I'm running out of space here. I have a lot of trouble organizing this. That... I hope I remember everything correctly. I'm sort of like doing this from memory. In this case, oh wow, wait, no, that was correct. We have to do this because the minecart is gonna land here, and then we push it onto this powered minecart rail, so it gets triggered, or it gets, well, pushed, whatever. Let's try it. If we place one here. Oh, wrong way, of course. Yep. Ah, dang it. Didn't make it. So let's see. It would come up here. I'm way too slow trying to follow the thing. Yeah, it's fast. And then it falls down there and just idles there for till we call for our next minecart. And if we do this, oops, we would trigger this one here, and off it goes. So that works perfectly. Sweet. We have to connect this block with the arrival zone later. So once we enter the minecart to take off, we send a signal over here to push the next minecart so it can refill the arrival zone, departure zone. Oh man, I'm starting mixing words again. So yeah, and then we need this hole for if things fall down here, which will be this here. And we just make it one deeper so it actually falls down here. And then we can, to make sure I don't run into here, we can lay down some tracks there later. Powered rails again. Let's replace it with cobblestone too. Like that. Actually, we only need one technically. Yeah, we only need one. Let's just do this one here. No need to waste precious. Oh, something fell. I think that was the piggy. And then we just go around this corner and do this. I think I also have to place one here and then remove it again. So just so it looks this way. So what should happen here is if minecarts get pushed down here, it should land on the thing and fall into this hole. And because there's a minecart track here, instead of stacking instead of getting stacked like here, where there's no minecart track, they should fall into the same spot over and over again. So, how should I explain this? They sort of get pushed together or something. I don't know. If I have this here, let's see if we can actually try this out. And I'll place one here. Ah, dang it. I have to remove some more blocks. Otherwise I get stuck here. It's a bit hard to explain, especially if we don't have any cards right now, but it makes more sense once you see it in action, once we have like tons of minecarts here. Or maybe you just know what I'm talking about. So if it goes down and not enough momentum, I think. Oh crap. That was not good. I think something changed in the latest updates where some minecarts are bigger, where minecarts are sort of bigger than usually, I think. I don't know, it sort of feels like it, but I think we can just do this. And then it should fall down probably. Let's try this again before it's getting too dark and I have to sleep again. Falls, and yes, it falls down. So I don't have a second one right now, but if I had a second one and it falls down there into the same hole, into there, it would actually, they sort of group together, they become one minecart, so it doesn't fill up. So you can put tons of minecarts into there if you want to. This is just so in case you have too many minecarts, it will just store them in this hole, so it doesn't overload this thing here. Alright, so I'm gonna end this episode here actually, and then next time we're gonna finish this thing up. Hello, piggy. And connect it with our arrival zone. Sorry, departure zone. Still confusing. That we still have to build, but it's gonna be a quick build, so that's not gonna be too bad. So thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time. Bye bye.